Okay, continuing with our video lessons. Today we're going to work with inequalities. Okay, we're going to work with multiplication and division in inequalities. Okay, we're going to see some exercises and we're also going to see some graphs. Okay, because remember that each inequality needs to have its graph. Okay, so let's do number one first. Okay, so here we have 6 exercises. Okay, and we're going to do them all together. Okay, so let's start working on number one. Okay, so number one has x over minus 10 less or equal than 22. Okay, so what is the first step that we need to follow? Remember when we worked on subtraction and addition, okay, depending on what we have present in the exercise, that means that we're going to choose an operation to simplify the variable, okay, for the equation. Okay, so this number, this minus 10 here, is dividing the variable. Okay, so if I want to switch it to the other side, I need to change the operation. Okay, so this number is dividing. I move it to the other side, multiplying. Okay, so I have x. This doesn't change. Okay, the symbol of the inequality never changes. Okay, the only way that this is going to change is if I multiply negative here and negative here. Okay, but that is a different type of exercise. Okay, so here, this minus 10 is going to move to the other side and it's going to multiply. Okay, so I have x less or equal than 22 times negative 10, that's 220, negative. Okay, this is the answer to the inequality because we're leaving the x by itself. Now we need to graph. Okay, so when we bring our number line, okay, this is a very large negative number. So here, let's say it's 0, and here we're going to put negative 220. Okay, and we're looking for the numbers that are less or equal than 220 negative. Okay, so when we graph the point 220 negative, since the symbol is equal, this number is included. Okay, so remember, when the number is included, you have to fill it out. Okay, and since we're looking for the numbers that are less than this number, this means that our solution set comes to this side. Okay, and we're looking for all of these numbers that are less than 220 negative. Okay, how do we know that this is correct? Let's try 1, because 1 is to this side. Is 1 less or equal than 220? No. Let's try negative 100. Is negative 100 less than 220? No. Okay, so we're looking for the numbers that are less. So that means all of these numbers. Negative 300, negative 400, negative 500, all of these numbers. Okay? And when we put our solution set, remember that this goes up to negative infinite. This one goes to positive infinite. Okay, so where do we start? Negative infinite. Okay, and remember, negative infinite is not included. Okay, and we stop at negative 220, and this number is included because it has a less or equal. Okay, so this one is included. Okay, and that is our solution set. Okay, so that means that this answers make this inequality true, starting from negative infinite to negative 220. Because if I put this number, negative 220 here, is it less or equal than negative 220? Yes, because it's less or equal. Okay, let's do the next one. The next one says x over 25 greater than negative 30. Okay, it's number 2 here. Okay, so this one says same thing. This one is dividing. I'm going to switch it to the other side, multiplying. Okay, so I have x and then minus 30 times 25. Okay, now for bigger multiplications, don't try to do them by memory. Okay, it's better to check it in the calculator so that we can have the correct answer. Okay, so 25 times 30, 750. Okay, So we have that x is greater than negative 750. Okay, this is the answer. Now we graph. Okay, we bring our number line. Okay, we put negative 750. Let's put 0 here. Okay, we graph our point. And remember, since it's only greater, this point is not included. So I don't have to fill it. Okay, and according to the inequality, we're looking for the ones that are greater than this number. So the greater numbers are to this side. Okay, and I'm looking for all of these numbers. Okay, so when we graph our solution set, where does it start? It starts here. Is it included? No. Okay, so the answers start at negative 750 and they go all the way up to positive infinite. And is positive infinite included? No. Remember that infinites are never included. Okay, and here we have our answer. So we're looking for the numbers that are between these two that make this inequality true. Let's try it. Let's put 0. Is 0 greater than negative 750? Yes. Is 100 greater than negative 750? Yes. We can even try numbers here. Negative 100. Is negative 100 greater than negative 750? Yes. Okay, so this is correct. Let's do the next one. Okay, we have negative 13x less than negative 208. Okay, so this one is a little different because here we have dividing, here we have multiplying. Okay, so we followed the same procedure. The only thing is that now we have the opposite operation. Okay, so here we have this negative 13 that is multiplying. How do I move it to the other side? Dividing. Okay, so this one stays here, and we have negative 208 divided by negative 13. Remember that the symbol, we need to keep it because we're just moving it to the other side, but we're not changing. Okay, the only way that we change the symbol is if we're adding or subtracting. Okay, but multiplying and dividing doesn't change the symbol. Okay, so we take our calculators and we take 208 divided by 13, 60. Okay, and negative divided by negative, positive. Okay, so the number is going to be 16 positive. Okay, we take our number line. Okay, we put 0. 16. Is 16 included? No. So this number is open. Okay, and we're looking for the numbers that are less than 16. Okay, so where are the numbers that are less than 16? To this side. Okay, and all of these numbers are included. How do we check? Let's try 2. Is 2 less than 16? Yes. Let's try negative 10. Is negative 10 less than 16? Yes. So it is correct. Okay, and our solution set. Okay, remember the infinites. Okay, so where does this start? Not included because it starts in negative infinite and it stops at 16. Is 16 included? No, because it's open. Okay, and there we have our answer. Okay, here the 13 was multiplying, so we have to put it to the other side, dividing. Negative divided by negative, positive. Okay, so x is less than 16. When we bring it to our number line, we're looking for the numbers that are less than 16, and those numbers are to this side. Okay, let's do number 4. Number 4 says 45x less or equal than negative 855. Okay, so this is number 4. Okay, this 45 is multiplying. How do I move it to the other side? Dividing. Okay, so I keep the symbol, and I have negative 855. Sorry. negative 855 divided by 45. Okay, this one keeps the symbol. Okay, so we have x is less or equal, and then we bring it to our calculators. 855 divided by 45, 19. Okay, but remember that this one is one negative, one positive, so the answer is negative. Okay, so this one is going to be negative 19. Okay, so we bring it to our number line. Okay, we put negative 19 here. Let's put 0 here. Okay, we graph our point. This one is less or equal. Okay, so remember, if it's equal, then that means that 19 is included. Okay, and we're looking for numbers that are less. So that means that they go to this side. Okay, and all of these numbers are included. Okay, so when we bring our solution set, okay, remember that this one goes to negative infinite, this one goes to positive infinite, okay, and this one starts at negative infinite. Is it included? No. Infinites are never included. Okay, and this one stops at negative 19. Is negative 19 included? Yes. It's equal, it's included, so that means that it's included in the solution set. How do we check? Let's take a number. 0. Is 0 less or equal than 19? Negative 19? No. Let's try negative 10. Is negative 10 less or equal than negative 19? No. Is 10 on this side less or equal than negative 19? No. But if we put, let's say, 100, negative 100, so negative 100 is less or equal than negative 19? Yes. Okay, so that's how we know that it is correct. Let's do another one. Number 5. Well, I think I only have space for one more. Okay, so negative 0.1 x less or equal than negative 2.5. Okay, so this is same procedure. Now we have decimals. Okay, but the procedure is exactly the same. This negative 0.1 is multiplying, so I move it to the other side, dividing. Okay, so I have x less or equal than negative 2.5 divided by negative 0.1. Okay, so let's bring the calculator, and we can put it like this. We can put the negative 2.5 divided by negative 0.1. Okay, and here we have 25. Okay, so x is less or equal than 25. Okay, so we bring our number line. And remember that this is positive, right? Because negative divided by negative, positive. Okay, so we put 0, we put 25, and this one says less or equal. So 25 is included. Okay, so when we graph our points, 25 has to be included. And we're looking for the numbers that are less. Okay, so all of these numbers. Okay, how do we prove it? Let's take 0. Is 0 less or equal than 25? Yes. Is 10 less or equal than 25? Yes. But let's put a number to this side. Let's put 50. Is 50 less or equal than 25? No. Okay, so we graph our solution set. It starts at negative infinite, not included. Remember that infinites are not included. And it stops at 25. Is 25 included? Yes. And there we have our solution set. Okay, so what do we do with all of these exercises? Remember, we're looking for the solution of x. Okay, inequalities mean that we have a group of answers, not one. When we solve a normal equation, we say x is equal to 13. So that means that x only has one value. Okay, but inequalities means that we have a group of values. Okay, so that's what we do with all of these exercises. Okay, we're looking for the numbers that grant me the solution for this x. Okay, Same thing happens here. This is the group of numbers that makes this inequality true. Same thing here. Okay. Same thing here. And same thing here. Okay. This group is what makes this inequality true. Okay. So make sure to check the link under this video for more exercises. Okay. Remember that we have a date to hand in the exercises, so make sure to have them ready. Okay, when the video lesson, sorry, when the assignment is already in Google Classroom, I will let you know. Okay, so thank you very much for your attention. If you have any questions, please let me know.